So I was out putzing around putting my 6-gun tuner in and got to a point that I didn't want to mess with it anymore. I wasn't in the mood to dig for that cam position sensor and move the engine computer to get to it. So I thought I'd address a few other problems that I've been having while I was out here, and it's cool and comfortable. So if you have one of these Rams, undoubtedly at some point you've either lost door locks, windows, or the speaker in the back. And 99% probability that if any of those were lost, your problem is right here in the door boot. Okay, and they're pretty open, but the boot themselves is really small, which I think is some of the complicating factor in why they break. So we're going to do a quick little tutorial on what I do to make this real easy, since I own one and I have to repair it more than I'd like to. So to get the door panel off, real simple, Phillips, and a Phillips right here. Okay, then inside the door handle there's a Torx bit. I think it's a T30 or maybe a 10 millimeter comes out, and then the door panel lifts straight up. Do not pull out, it lifts straight up. Then you can unplug your window switch with it off. Real simple. If you try and snap these off from the outside, they're relatively easy, but they also break relatively easy, so I recommend just leaving it in place and unplugging it with the panel in your hand. So that being said, here's what I do. I come in, and these are clip locked in right here. There's a rubber boot on it, and there's a clip here and a clip here. You can use a small screwdriver and come in right here on this side, open the front door, come in the other side, and then this pulls out. Some of these you got to work them a little bit to get this slack, but unplug it. Then where it comes to the door, if you push on it, around it, and kind of pull from the backside gently, you can feed it in through there, and then boom, out through the speaker hole. Now the best part about this is, it's in my face and I can work with it real easy. The boot moves back and forth very freely in here, so I can push the boot back as far as I need to. And if you've had wires broken for quite a while, you will find out that they've worked themselves way back in here, and when you go to push on it to get to the wire, all it does is feed it further back and irritate the hell out of you. So that's when you can use a piece of baling wire, just feed it through here, pull the wire right back out the backside, create a hook, and suck it all the way back through. There is no, to my knowledge, real fix for this, okay? Because where the wires bend, they always continue to break where they bend in this door jamb. I use a more flexible wire than what Dodge used. Everything they use is extremely rigid. I guess that's the best word to use. I twist them, solder them, shrink tube them. Now, I always put a section of wire back in there because when I'm doing this, I come back through here, and one of those wires I need is the tan red. So there's one of them that I just fixed. It was that green. There's a black one back here and a tan red one that I need, and it's getting dark. So this way I can come back here, I can pull these wires that I've repaired to the same length as what is here. And sorry, I'm trying to find this black one. It's right there. So now I can pull these wires to the same length as what the factory wires were by creating slack in here. And my hope and my belief is that it helps, because if the wire can slide back and forth in this sheathing, it may not break as quickly or as easily. So once you're to this point, twist this thing around, and this makes it real easy also to put this boot back on it. Feed it back through here. When you get to this part, you just got to kind of work it into the door and push it from the back side, and it'll clip lock back in there. Clip it, push it in, and you're done. So this saves your hands, this saves hours of frustration. It makes it easy because now you can twist the two wires together and solder them, shrink tube them with it in your face versus fighting in that little itty bitty space. again, try and use flexible wire versus that nasty crap that Dodge uses, and create a little more slack. I have seen some of these where they've been zip tied back here too close, taped in here. Get rid of anything that stops these wires from wanting to slide through there, and it will at least get you going. The less you use the rear doors, the less the wires are going to break. Have a good day.